Scotty, I'd have a flat white.
You have to go to flat white.
Oh, were you coming over to offer? Oh, okay. But yeah, I'd have a flat white.
I'm not going to lie, mate. I'm running out of bloody hand here. You might have to give me a hand with these.
I'm live in a minute.
Oh, fuck you. Yeah, I'll get you flat white.
Cheers. Good morning, we're back for game number 2 of day 2. We've got the Northern Allstars in the semi-final against the Fen Tigers. So we saw these two teams featured yesterday. They haven't played each other this weekend as of yet. So we've got lineups of... We're going to find the correct team sheets. So we've got lineups of Lois Turner in number 5, Emma Tamara number 6, Caleb and Evie number 8, Matthew Loftus number 9, and David Butler number 10 for the Northern All-Stars, with Peter Doyle as their coach. We've got over on the Fen Tigers team, we've got the number 1 Joe Roper, number 4 Dom Roper, number 5 Daniel Bedis as their player coach, and number 6 Ziggert Lund. Emma Evans will feature on the bench as the assistant coach of this game. So we've got a semi-final on our hands. Both teams trying to make the final. We've got a potential of a Fenland and Fen Tigers one club final. The Northern All-Stars want to ruin that and push themselves into the final. We've got a real interesting matchups with the likelihood of starting lineups that we're going to have is Matt Loftus, Lois Turner and Caleb and Evie. It's one of the strongest lineups. We saw that featured heavily in the EGCA event over in Barcelona. And then we've got the starting lineup of the Fen Tigers going to be Joe Roper in the centre position. We're going to have Ziggert Lund out on the right-hand wing and Dom Roper on the left. The referees we've got for this game are going to be Mr. Robert Avery and Clive. We're in now into the last 90 seconds before the game, so we're getting the referees going through the eye shades check. So a little reminder of the first semi-final that we had in this court in the previous game. We had the Fenland Tigers beating the London Elephants for the score of 12-6. We've got the Angel All-Stars against Birmingham in the lower end of the bracket, so the 7th, 6th, 5th game, I believe they're exhibition games. That is to the score of 14-4 in favour of Birmingham over the Angel All-Stars. So the eye shade checks have been completed for the Northern All-Stars team. Final adjustments, getting themselves locked in to the game, getting themselves primed and ready to go. As the game clock now, or the countdown timer expires, we've got the game clock showing 12 minutes for the first half. And the Northern Allstars will gain possession of the ball first. So we do have the lineup of Caleb and Evie out on the left, Lois Turner in the centre, and Matt Loftus onto the right. And lineup as we previously discussed, it is Ziggett-Lund out on the right hand wing for the Fen Tigers, Joe Roper in the centre, and Dom Roper out on the left. Really nice save there by Joe Roper, opening up the game. Bouncing effort from Ziggett-Lund over Lois Turner. She gathers it well, passes the ball off to Matt Loftus, pushes the ball out to his right hand wing, trying to beat Dom Roper. Collects the ball, goes to the back of the crossbar, gathers it, bouncing effort, tries to beats Matt Loftus over the body. He tries to get his hands to flick it up. The ball is out of his reach, finds the back of the net. Fen Tigers are 1-0 over the Northern Allstars. Caleb Nevy's come over to the right hand side. He is sat in the pocket, trying to beat the pocket. He calls it back. He doesn't wait around. The score is 1 goal apiece. Caleb Nevy with a beautiful straight line pocket shot, beating the legs of Joe Roper and the hands of Dom Roper. Ziggett-Lund trying to push them back out into the lead. Matt Loftus is able to hold on. He gets knocked in the head on this one, but he's able to hold on to the ball. He does knock his eye shades. He has a quick early official timeout to check the eye shades. Today he doesn't need a medical timeout. So quick readjustment for the eye shades. Make sure they're comfortable. Picks up the ball on his right pocket, on his right wing. He's on his right post at the moment. Trying to go straight down the line against Dom Roper. Finds the feet of Dom. Is able to go into his hands, collect the ball. Bouncing effort, trying to beat Lois Turner. Gathers the ball well. She picks up the ball, passes it off to Caleb Nevy in the back centre. Bouncing effort, testing the centre of Joe Roper. Gathers the ball. He passes it off to Ziggett-Lund. Really smooth effort. He's got that such quiet release on the ball. Caleb Nevy picks up the ball, goes around Lois Turner to the right, shoots it out to the right, goes back to his left. Dom Roper, bouncing effort across the centre, dealt well with by the feet of Lois Turner, kicks the ball out of bounds. Matt Loftus has gone across to the left hand pocket, picks it up, takes it back to his right pocket, pushes it out to the sideline of the right. Dom sees the ball out of bounds. Ziggett-Lund goes across to Dom's side, takes the shot. Joe Roper gathers the ball, passes it off to Ziggett-Lund, bouncing effort. Distributes the ball to Caleb Nevy, comes around the back centre, tries to beat Dom Roper. He gathers the ball, moves into the back centre. Bouncing effort by Dom Roper, finds the feet of Caleb Nevy, comes around the centre, goes out to the right pocket, around centre, rotating effort, tries to beat the legs of Joe Roper. He gathers the ball, finds Ziggett-Lund on the back centre. High ball call. He didn't get low enough to release that ball. He does play that really, really close to that line. So it's an opportunity for an advantage for the Northern Allstars team to go from 1 goal down. They've already brought it back to 1-1. Now can they go 1 goal ahead? Matt Loftus takes the ball from the centre, moves out to his left. Fake run up from Lois on the right. Gathers the ball. Matt Loftus sends it across the centre, straight through the middle from the centre. Ziggett-Lund sends himself out to the post, thinking it's going to be a straight line shot. Score is now 2-1 in favour of the Northern Allstars, in the hands of Dom Roper. Held well there by Matt Loftus, goes around the centre out towards the left of Lois Turner. Caleb Levy has a really beautiful movement shot showing the steps going across to the right, then sends himself back to the left. He now comes across to the right, waiting for the play call, goes right on play, trying to beat the Fen Tigers. Zigertlund stands up, quick return against Caleb Levy. He's not back in time, finds the back of the net. The score is now 2 goals apiece. So that was the right wing shot there from Matt Loftus, trying to beat Dom Roper again. We've got little battles going on here. They're targeting Dom Roper, trying to keep the ball out the hands of Zigertlund. Straight through the centre of Joe Roper, gathers the ball well, passes it off to Zigertlund. Bouncing effort against Lois. She gathers it well. She attacked that bouncing effort and met it with the same force. Really nice pocket shot there by Matt Loftus from the right hand wing. Bouncing, testing effort. Caleb Levy out on the left post. Cross court effort, finds the centre and the legs of Joe Roper. Finds Zigertlund, forces the ball out to Caleb Levy. Caleb's around the back of the centre between Matt Loftus and Lois Turner, trying to force that ball over the hands of Joe Roper. He sees that ball out of bounds onto the right hand post from their perspective. Ball is in the hands of Dom Roper. Bouncing effort, trying to find the post. Trying to find the post of Matt Loftus. He kicks the ball out of bounds, saves that. He sets himself low. He's ready to do a straight line shot. Sees the ball out of bounds. It was really nice, quick effort, but it was always fading right rather than going into the court where he wanted it to go. Zigertlund with really beautiful, slow, smooth effort. Bouncing attempt there from Lois Turner. We've got another official timeout call. We had an official timeout call. The other referee didn't recognise what happened there, so the play's been called back. All the players are ready to defend the ball this time. Ball's in the hands of Dom Roper. Bouncing effort straight through the middle of Lois Turner. She gathers it well, distributes it off to the right hand side of Matt Loftus. He goes to the left hand side, sends it back to the right hand side. There's a lot of directions that I'm trying to keep up with right now. Bouncing effort against Lois Turner, goes over her. Matt Loftus backs her up really well. He's taken the ball out to his right wing. He's taken off his wrist strap. I think it's been frustrating him a little bit there. Smooth, skippy bouncing effort from Zigertlund. Doesn't beat Lois Turner. Passes the ball out to Matt Loftus. Sees the ball underhand cut spin. Sees it out of bounds onto the right hand side. Ball's dropped in front of Dom Roper. Sets himself up into the pocket. Caleb Levy goes around the centre. He's on the 3 metre line, rotating, bouncing effort, long ball. It was a half a step too much for Caleb Levy. He's got an opportunity to try to keep his team on an even keel. But the Fen Tigers now have an opportunity to push this out to a lead. Ball's in the hands of Zigertlund. Really nice, smooth effort. He took his first step out to his left-hand side, then sent the ball out to his right, beating Caelan Levy on the footwork. So the score is 3 goals to the Fen Tigers to 2 goals to the Northern Allstars. Matt Loftus looking to try to equal that with a quick return effort. Finds the legs of Joe Roper. He opts to pass the ball off to Zigertlund. Really smooth release against Lois Turner. She passes the ball to Caelan Levy. Rotating, bouncing effort, trying to beat the feet of Dom Roper out on the post. He finds the ball and he sends it out of bounds. Ball's in the hands of Dom Roper in the back centre. Bouncing effort against Matt Loftus. He gathers the ball well. He goes around the back of Lois Turner, moving out to the left-hand side, pushes the ball back out to the right. We've seen that shot quite a few times now. To try and catch Dom Roper out on the movement. Zigertlund's over onto the left-hand side. Timeout call there by the Northern Allstars to try to gather and understand what they need to do. So we've got timeout call. The score is 3 goals to the Fen Tigers, 2 goals to the Northern Allstars. Five minutes 48 left on the clock in the first half. So as we're at that midway point of the first half. Both teams have been trying to suss each other out, trying to figure out what they're doing. We've got the ball in the hands of Calvin Levy out on the left-hand wing. Beats the legs of Joe Roper, sends the ball out of bounds over Dom Roper. Ball's dropped in on the left-hand side with Dom Roper. Zigertlund picks up the ball. He is flirting around, moving, trying to find where his body position is best set. Rotates the shot and sends it straight out of bounds. Matt Loftus picks up the ball on the left-hand wing, takes it across to his right. Finds the legs of Joe Roper. He's really trying to force it through that gap between Joe and Dom. Bouncing effort there by Dom. That's what he brings to the game. He brings those long, lofting bounces. Really nice block there from Dom. Dom sending it forward. Bouncing effort from Zigertlund. Lois Turner deals with the well, passes the ball off to Matt Loftus, out onto the right-hand post, tries to force it through the gap, finds the legs of Joe Roper. He picks up the ball, scurries it back to Dom Roper. Bouncing effort against Matt Loftus, finds the hip of Matt Loftus. He's covered that line really well. Timeout call by the Fen Tigers, a counter timeout from the Northern Allstars timeout. We've got timeout situations within the first half. You have 4 timeouts for the game. You can't carry over a timeout into the second half. So you essentially lose a timeout. So it is a use it or lose it situation with the timeout. So you do opt to use it. We've had about a minute of play since the last timeout call. We've got 4 minutes 40 seconds left on the game clock for this first half. The score is still remaining. 3 goals to the Fen Tigers, 2 goals to the Northern Allstars. There's plenty of time for both teams to put their stamp on the game. Ball's in the hands of Zigertlund. Smooth effort straight down the centre. It's never going to score when it's going straight through the centre like that. Out to Caleb Nevey on the left, trying to push it across to the right. Ball's in the hands of Dom Roper. Bouncing effort, trying to beat Matt Loftus. He stands up, he goes for a quick return. Finds the out of bounds and blocked out. Thank you, I've just been supplied some coffee. Some people drink water, I live off coffee. Zigertlund back centre with the ball. Really smooth effort. Quick return from Caleb Nevey. Finds the post and finds itself out of bounds. Not the wrong side of the post to what he wanted. The right side of the post is what Zigard wanted. Oh, that was a very close one from Caleb Nevey, trying to get them back equal. Zigertlund bouncing, skippy effort, trying to beat Lois Turner's hands. Finds it, holds on to it well. She passes the ball off to Matt Loftus. Fake run up from Caleb Nevey. Sends it across to the left-hand side of Joe Roper's hands. He passes the ball to Dom. Bouncing effort, always going out of bounds. I now have to stand in front of the table to protect my coffee. I don't want that spilling anywhere. Really strong play call there by Robert Avery. Oh, it looked like Matt found the gap, but the feet came in right at the final moment to deny that goal. Caleb Nevey has come across to take the ball from the right hand side. He stayed on the right, pushed it out to the left, finds the hands of Zigertlund, saves itself out of bounds. A strong block there by Caleb Nevey for a quick shot from Zigertlund. He's not waiting around, he went straight on play. Lois Turner opting to shoot this one. Bouncing effort, testing Joe Roper. Finds the hands, pushes it out of bounds. Really nice searching effort there by Lois Turner. It's a big contrast of shot that the Fen Tigers now have to anticipate with Matt Loftus out onto the right hand side, pushes the ball against Dom Roper, finds this stomach, so it's never going to score straight through the stomach. Bouncing effort from Dom. He's over rotating the ball and sending it out of bounds, so he needs to now recalibrate what he's doing with his body. Bouncing effort from Caleb Nevey, finds Joe Roper but doesn't find the back of the net. It's in the hands of Zigertlund. In the hands of Joe Roper, looking just to settle the game down. Kevin Nevey going straight on play, trying to beat the legs of Joe Roper, is denied this time. Really nice reaction save there by Joe Roper to send that ball out of bounds. Ball's in the hands of Zigertlund, across on the left hand side, finds the centre of Lois Turner. He looked like he was trying to push it a bit further out towards Kevin Nevey. It's in the hands of Matt Loftus, underhand cut, trying to scoop that over the body of Dom Roper. Bouncing effort against Lois Turner. She traps under her body, which is always a nice one to do. She distributes the ball over a beautiful handoff to Caleb Nevey. Really, she turned her body 90 degrees, which sent Caleb Nevey with a beautiful handoff to take that ball straight into his shot, which really tested the centre on the Fen Tigers team with Joe Roper. Nice quiet shot there by Zigertlund, forces the ball over. Lois Turner did let Caleb Nevey know it's going to go ball over. Quick shot from Zigertlund on play. Matt Loftus is across in the pocket of the left hand side. He's trying to force himself over. Quick return from Joe Roper, trying to beat Matt Loftus back to his spot. So the ball is in the hands. Ball's in the hands of Zigert Lund. Dom Roper. Matt Loftus with a quick return, trying to force that ball through. We've got 1 minute 42 left of the half. Bouncing. Routine save there by Caelan Levy. The ball lost all of its pace. He's around the back centre of Lois Turner, stands into the pocket on the right hand side, forces the ball out to the right hand side. They're really trying to hit that left post, or the right, in their perspective, the right post, but the left post of Dom Roper. Balancing effort against Lois Turner. She deals with it. She's got a high body position, taking that ball in its stride, meeting the ball, not letting the ball come to her. She's meeting it. Joe Roper with the strong legs to force that ball out of bounds. He's a player that when he's confident, he's one of the top centres in this country. So we've got Dom Roper and Zigert Lund both on the left-hand post at the moment in conversation to see who's going to be taking the shot. Zigert Lund decides to pick that ball up, sends the ball cross-court, quick return from Caelan Levy. He was always sending his body out to the left, but he was trying to cut it back to the right, and it didn't quite catch the way he wanted it to. Bouncing from Dom Roper, finds the body of Lois Turner. She finds the back centre mark where Matt Loftus has stood. He forces the ball out to his left hand side. Joe Roper distributes it to the back centre of Zigert Lund. Such a nice catapult shot there by Zigert Lund. Finds the post of Caleb Nanevy, finds the back of the net. The score is now 4 goals to the Fen Tigers, 2 goals to the Northern Allstars. Matt Loftus picks up the ball on the right, takes it across to the left. Strong legs there by Joe Roper, sending the ball up and out. Zigert Lund with the fake run up for Dom Roper. Ball's dropped in on the right of the Northern All-Stars team. Caelan Levy picks the ball up, sends himself out to the left, then now cuts the ball back to the right, beats the legs and the body of Joe Roper, but he got enough on it to send it out of bounds. Zigert Lund picks it up on the left, rotating effort, tries to go straight down the centre of Lois Turner, but she gathers it well, passes the ball off to Matt Loftus. Finds the legs of Dom Roper. He sends it out of bounds. "11 seconds left of the first half. Dom Roper with the ball. He sets himself out of court. Bouncing effort against Lois Turner and Matt Loftus. They gather it well. Matt Loftus gathers the ball out on his right wing. The game clock expires for the first half. We've got the score. So we do have the score. Apologies for if you're watching on stream, it's not displaying the score. The score is 4 goals to the Fen Tigers, 2 goals to the Northern All-Stars.
Yeah, it's fine.
So we've got 4 goals to the Fen Tigers, 2 goals to the Northern Allstars. Apologies, I have just noticed that the score has not been displaying on this one so far, nor has the time as well. So we're working on getting that repaired. So I will be reminding everyone of the scores throughout the game. So it is only a 2-goal gap at the moment for the Fen Tigers over the Northern All-Stars. You'd rather, if I was the Fen Tigers, I'd want to have a larger gap. But the Northern All-Stars are in a really strong position where they can come back into this game. So we've got team talks going on at the moment, trying to figure out what the tactics will be in the second half. So we're still working on the issue of the scoreboard connecting to the live stream. We'll always have technical issues. Here's what tech does to us. I will be reminding everyone of how long's left on the game clock. So we'll have 12 minutes. That's an easy one to start with. And the score currently at half-time is 4 goals to the Fen Tigers, 2 goals to the Northern All-Stars. So a big 12 minutes left of this game for both teams to make their fate and get themselves into the playoff final. Who are they going to be going up against? Well, we already know that it's the Fenland Tigers, but who will the Fenland Tigers play? We need to keep a close eye on this game so we can figure out, is it going to be a Fen final, or is it going to be a Northern All-Stars Fenland final? Also, we've got the London Elephants within the crowd watching, trying to figure out who they're going to be playing in the next game in this hole. There's a bronze medal game up for play. So the ball is going to be in the hands of the Fen Tigers. The Fen Tigers won't have made a substitution because they don't really have the player to make the substitution. So there's been no substitutions at half-time, so we still have the lineup of Ziggett Lund, Joe Roper and Dom Roper, and Calvin Levy, Lois Turner and Matt Loftus. The ball is in the hands of Ziggett Lund in the back centre, bouncing effort, forces the ball out to the right, finds Lois Turner's feet and forced out of bounds. It's dropped in front of Caleb Levy. He goes around the back centre, takes it around, finds the body of Joe Roper. He finds that top hand to force it out of bounds. Ball's dropped in front of Zigert Lund. He sets himself up on the right hand post. Bouncing, really nice, smooth effort. I thought he was going to go for a bouncing effort, but he dropped his shoulder and let that ball roll nicely. Caleb, Matt Loftus against Dom Roper. It's been the battle in the first half. Dom Roper has been successful at keeping him out at the moment. Matt Loftus looking for the quick return, finds the chest of Dom Roper, forces it out. It's a block out, so time has gone off the clock, so they don't have long to play with this. Zigert looking to get that ball gone. He had to stop his body and wait for the play call to get that in a legal fashion, not give away a premature throw. Long striding effort there from Caleb Levy. Passes the ball out to Dom Roper. Bouncing effort, sends the ball out of bounds on his left hand side. Ball is now dropped in on the right hand side with Matt Loftus. He takes a step into his left, onto the pocket, looking for the beat. Dom with the bouncing effort. Dom finds his legs and sees that ball out of bounds. Zigert Lund looking to go straight on play to try to beat Caleb Levy. So just to remind everyone, the score that we do have in this hole is 4 goals to the Fen Tigers, 2 goals to the Northern Allstars at present. Ball's in the hands of Dom Roper, bouncing effort across the centre of Lois Turner, finds the body of Caleb Levy. He goes around Lois Turner in the centre, straight down the centre of the court against Joe Roper. He distributes the ball to Zigert Lund, bouncing effort against Lois Turner, trying to beat the hands. She passes the ball off to Matt Loftus. No, she opts to shoot it herself. Bouncing effort. Joe Roper gets the ball, passes it off to Dom. He sees the ball out of bounds. Quick shot on play from Matt Loftus, trying to beat Joe Roper. Really nice, smooth effort from Zigert Lund. Takes that lead out to 5 goals to 2. Zigert Lund with the huge shot in the set, opening up the scoring in the second half of this game. Information from the bench, Emma Evans letting her team know that they've worked for that goal, and that's exactly what they wanted. It's in the hands of Matt Loftus, trying to beat Joe Roper in the centre. The Duracell Bunny gets up, gets the ball back to his brother Dom. Dom sends it out of bounds. Caleb has come over to meet Matt Loftus. He opts to stay over that side of the court, finds the legs of Joe Roper. He sends the ball forward. He distributes the ball to Zigert Lund. He smoothly releases that ball, long cross-court effort, finds the feet of Matty and sends it out for a bowl over. Fen Tigers get to reload and take another shot. In the hands, at the moment, of Dom Roper. Bouncing, long cross-court effort, finds the out of bounds by the team line. Slingshot shot there from Caleb Levy, catapults itself down the court. Zigert Lund with the pickup from Dom Roper. He doesn't get low enough to release the ball. He gives away a high ball penalty. So now it's a huge opportunity for the Northern All-Stars to cut that lead that the Fen Tigers have from 3 down to 2. He's waiting on the team line. He takes 1 step forward. Fake run up. He guesses right, but he doesn't get there in time. Matt Loftus finds the back of the net. The score is now 3-5. So the Northern Allstars have opened up their scoring in the second half. We've got 9 minutes 15 seconds left. 9 minutes 15 seconds left of the second half. We've got a substitution. We've got Caleb and Evie coming off. David Butler is coming on. The coach this time did get the right numbers. He had a bit of a blunder yesterday where he told the table the wrong numbers. His team hasn't let him forget about that, but he's made amends today. He's not given away a delay of game. Quiet please has been called. David Butler has entered the court. It's a straight swap for Matt. It's not a straight swap. David Butler has come out onto the right wing. Matt Loftus has then moved across to the left-hand pocket. David Butler's first shot of this semi-final. Rotating effort, bouncing effort, searching, trying to beat the hip. Trying to beat the hip of Joe Roper. Dom Roper sends the ball out of bounds onto his left. Ball's in the hands of Matt Lofty. He picks it up. He goes out to the left-hand post. Takes it back to the right, trying to still beat Dom. He gathers the ball, passes it himself, finds the stomach of David Butler. David Butler sets himself. Rotation, bouncing effort, trying to beat the legs of Joe Roper. Dom Roper backs up his little brother well. Emma Evans, a smart move, taking a timeout to make sure that doesn't get bobbled or goes anywhere. So we've got the score of 5-3 in favour of the Fen Tigers over the Northern Allstars at the moment. The ball is in the hands of Sigurd Lund. Really nice smooth release. Does not beat David Butler. He gathers the ball. Rotation, bouncing effort. Tries to beat the body of Dom Roper. Goes straight into the stomach. Sends the ball forward. He gathers the ball. Stands up. Goes back to his left-hand post. Bouncing effort across the centre of Lois Turner and David Butler. She opts to shoot this one herself. Bouncing effort against Joe Roper. Finds his feet. He meets it. He meets it with some power. So that was a quick break there for Caleb. He is being substituted back into the game for number 10, David Butler. That was a really good little stint there from David Butler. It did exactly what he needed to do. He didn't concede, and he tested the legs of Joe Roper and Dom, giving them that variety. Smooth effort there from Matt Loftus, trying to beat the centre of Joe Roper. Ball's dropped in on the right hand side with Sigurd Lund. He sets himself up on his right post. Rotation, smooth efforts, trying to beat the gap between Lois Turner and Caleb Nevy is denied this time. Lois Turner's feet got in the way of that one. Over, ball gets sent over the crossbar by Joe Roper and Sigurd Lund from a shot from Caleb and Nevy. You could hear the relief of Joe Roper letting his team know that was going over. Sigurd Lund with the ball. sends the ball straight down the centre. Lois Turner eats those up. It's really accurate shooting there by the Northern All-Stars. Finds it, but unfortunately this time it is deemed as a penalty. So we do have a penalty situation. Emma's been able to afford me a couple seconds to discuss what's just happened on the court. So really beautiful shot there by Caleb Nevy, but it did not stay in illegal fashion. So it is him having to defend a penalty. So he's got the whole 9 meters to defend of the goal's width. It is Emma Evans wasn't too sure if Caleb guessed where Zig was going to be shooting. So when the scoreline is only 2 goals, each penalty that they've got at the moment really counts. So now some time has gone off the clock. He's got to understand how long's left on the clock and get that ball off within that 10-second shot clock. I would say he's probably got about 4 or 5 seconds left, so he's going to go on play. He sends the ball out to his right-hand side, scores, finds the back of the net. Zigertlund has been the man in this game, this semi-final. He wants to send his team through to the final. So the scoreline we do have is 6 goals to the Fen Tigers, 3 goals to the Northern All-Stars. Can Matt Loftus make a reply? No, he can't this time. Passes the ball off to Dom Roper. So Emma Evans now only has 1 timeout left for the rest of the game. And with 7 minutes left on the clock, that's a lot of time left on the clock with only 1 timeout to go. So that was a premature throw there by Zigertlund. He thought he heard a play goal. He was trying to anticipate the play from the official. So we've got an official timeout in progress. We've got a court repair in progress. So within Goalball, if you've never seen it before, the court is laid down with string and tape, so the players can tactilely feel the court they are completely blindfolded. I mentioned yesterday they wear a set of eye shades, which is a thick plastic or a thick rubber over their eyes with a bit of padding behind them, just so it's not scraping their face. But underneath that eye shades, they've also got some patches, which is some plasters over the eyes. That is also then put down with tape, so the players are completely blacked out. So tactilely feeling the court rather than being able to see the court lines. Caleb Levy with a beautiful shot there. Joe Roper passes the ball to Zigertlund, finds the centre of Lois Turner. Lois opting to bounce the ball across the centre of Joe Roper, finds the body, and he distributes the ball out to the left-hand side of Dom Roper. The ball comes back to him from Caleb Nevy. Zigertlund picks the ball up, takes it to his right wing. Really smooth release. Ball's bobbled around. Caleb Nevy picks it up, finds Matt Loftus out onto the wing. Cross the centre of Joe Roper, beats him, but it's denied by Dom. And Dom settling down the game. Big strong legs there by Joe Roper denying that ball. He finds Zigertlund on the back centre line. Smooth effort, sends the ball out to his right. Does not beat Caleb Neavy. He tries to force that ball out of bounds. Tries to beat Zigertlund back down the line. He forces the ball out of bounds. Ball's getting dropped in on the right hand side of the Fen Tigers bench, of the Fen Tigers team. The score is still 6 goals to the Fen Tigers, 3 goals to the Northern Allstars. We've got just under 6 minutes left of the game clock. Strong legs there by Joe Roper. Sends the ball over. Ball's in the hands of Caleb Neavy. He takes the ball from the right hand wing, takes it across to the left, finds the back of the net. The gap between the hands of Joe Roper and Zigertlund finds the back of the net, cuts the lead from the Fen Tigers down to 2. Zigertlund trying to re-establish that 3-goal lead is denied by the Northern All-Stars. Ball's out on the left-hand side with Fen Tigers, with Dom Roper. Bouncing effort across the centre, up. Controlled well there by Matt Loftus. Goes around the back of the centre. Zigertlund gathers the ball. He's trying to get the ball for a quick return. Straight down the line. Does not beat Caleb Neavy. He sets himself up back centre, around the centre. Moves out to the left. Ball's dropped in on the right. Rotation, smooth effort, trying to catch Matt Loftus out. Matt Loftus picks the ball up on his right wing, takes it across to the left from the left-hand post. Shooting effort. Joe Roper opted not to do a quick return. It looked like he wanted to rotate on the spot and let that go. Opts to pass it to Dom, bouncing it. Matt Loftus finds the out of bounds where it looked like Dom Roper did have that covered. Ball is out of bounds on the right hand side of the Fen Tigers post. Zigertlund picks up the ball, passes it over to Dom Roper. He stayed on the right hand post. Bouncing effort against Caleb Neavy. He sends himself out to the line, finds his legs. He's picked the ball up, gone around the back of the lowest turner in the centre, finds the legs of Joe Roper. Ball over. He just nudged the ball forward, so it went out of his control, and it was hard for him to gather that ball back up. The ball's in the hands of the Northern All-Stars team. Matt Loftus and Caleb Neavy are both over there, ready for protection. They both go over to the other wing for a fake run-up. Does not beat Zigertlund this time. Really nice, smooth effort. Caleb Neavy sends it straight back down the line, beats Zigertlund, takes the game within 1. Northern All-Stars are leaving it late, but they have created this game. The score is now 5 goals to the Northern All-Stars, 6 to the Fen Tigers. Just under 4 minutes left on this game clock. Bouncing effort. Joe Roper takes the ball back centre. Dom Roper, he stayed on the back centre. Bouncing, trying to beat the legs of Matt Loftus. Quick return from Matt Loftus, trying to beat Joe Roper. He finds Zigertlund. He sat in the pocket on the right hand side. Bouncing effort. Does not beat Lois and Matt. He picks up the ball, gathers it. They're trying to get the ball out of bounds, keeping it in legal fashion, trying to just just keep that ball under control, get the ball out of bounds, not giving away a penalty. So now the ball is in the hands of Dom Roper on the left-hand wing of the Fen Tigers team. Bouncing effort across the centre of Lois Turner. Kayla Levy is able to hold on to it, a timeout call by the Northern All-Stars. So just to remind everyone, the Fen Tigers team have already used 2 of their 3 timeouts in the second half. So they only have 1 timeout remaining in the second half. I think Emma Evans would have rather having 2 timeouts into the dying stages of this game, only being leading by 1 goal. Let's hope she remembers that she only has 1 timeout. I believe that is the second timeout call by the Northern All-Stars as well, so both teams have 1 timeout remaining. The score reminder is 5 goals to the Northern All-Stars, 6 to the Fen Tigers. 3 minutes left on the game clock. Three minutes left on the game clock. The ball is in the hands of Ziggett Lund on the right-hand wing of the Fen Tigers. He moves into the court, onto the left, a bit left onto the pocket, finds the hands of Lois Turner. She passes the ball off to the right of Matt Loftus. He gathers Joe Roper, scurries after the ball, trying to make sure that's not going to a ball over. In the hands of Ziggett on the right wing. Smooth effort there by Ziggett. The referee has deemed it as a high ball, so he has now having to defend the whole goal for 1 shot. This is a huge opportunity for all the Northern All-Stars to tie this game. Fake run up. Sends it. Finds the post. Matt Loftus with the huge moment of this game finds the right hand post of Ziggett, the left hand post from their perspective, finds the back of the net. We are now 6-6 within the final 3 minutes of this semi-final. Dom Roper, can he make a huge moment happen? No, not this time. He's denied. Caleb Lanivi, back centre rotation. Joe Roper gathers the ball, passes it off to Ziggett, finds the centre of Lois Turner. She has 2 attempts at gathering the ball. She passes the ball off. It's clear for Matt to take his shot. Forces the ball out to the wing of Dom Roper. He gathers the ball. Bouncing effort. Centre of Lois Turner. She passes off to Caleb Levy. He moves out to the right, forces it back to his left. Ziggett gathers the ball. Under rotates that shot and sends it out of bounds onto his right hand side. Caleb Levy with a bouncing effort across the centre of Joe. It goes under the hands of Joe Roper, finds the back of the net. The Northern All-Stars are leading in this semi-final 7-6. It's a huge momentum shift in this second half for the Northern All-Stars team. They've capitalised from 3 goals down to now 1 goal ahead. Ziggett trying to tie this game back up. In the hands of Matt Loftus against the feet of Joe Roper. Passes the ball off to the left-hand side. He opts to shoot it himself. Caelan Levy with the ball on his left pocket. Ball's blocked out. Ziggett on with the ball on the right hand side, moving around the back of the centre, goes across to the left hand post. Really nice smooth effort trying to beat Matt Loftus. He's unsuccessful this time. Matt Loftus with the ball in his pocket on the right hand wing, finds the feet of Joe Roper, finds himself over the body of Dom Roper, the back of the net. The Northern All-Stars with a huge swing finds themselves 2 goals over the Fen Tigers. The score is now 6 goals to the Fen Tigers, 8 goals to the Northern All-Stars. Bouncing effort from Dom. We have 1 minute, 10 seconds left of the game. Bouncing effort from Caleb and Evie. Joe Roper corrects his feet this time and sends the ball out of bounds. We've got a timeout call by the Fen Tigers. That is Emma Evans' last timeout of the game. So that's Emma Evans' last time out of the game. The tactician time, trying to bring that game back into play. So there's 2 goals to get within this next minute. It's very achievable for this Fen Tigers team to get themselves back into the game. They've got the firepower on the court. They've got substitutions that they're able to use. Zigertland with a huge shot, trying to beat Caleb Nevy, finds it out of bounds. Matt Loftus comes across to the left-hand post of Caleb Nevy. He picks the ball up. He's taking it back across to his right. Straight line shot straight through the middle of Joe Roper. Passes the ball off to Zigertland. Zigertland scores the ball. Takes it within a 1-goal gap. The score is now 7 goals to the Fen Tigers and 8 goals to the Northern All-Stars. We've got a tight semi-final. More tactics will unfold. We've got the Northern All-Stars team really trying to extend that clock, make sure it's as long as we're taking. Substitution call by the Fen Tigers. They're using these substitutions now as a semi-timeout to create a dead ball situation. The clock's not in the Fen Tigers' favour right now, so they're trying to use the tactic and use the substitutions to create time to set up the shot and go straight on play to try to gain that ball back. They are 1 goal down at the moment. They're trying to force that back to an even keel. It gives now Zigertland time to set himself up for a shot. He's on the back centre line. He moves out to the right. Straight, smooth shot. Does not beat Lois Turner this time. Northern All-Stars have 1 timeout remaining to use within this game. He's really trying to hold on to that timeout and make sure he's got it ready in his pocket. Matt Loftus takes the ball from the left wing, takes it across to his right, tries to beat Joe Roper. Joe Roper gathers the ball. Substitution call. Another dead ball situation now. The ball's going to be loaded up into the hands of Zigertland so he can set himself up for his shot. He needs to figure out, he needs to play that shot through his mind of what he's done already, trying to beat that Northern All-Stars team. A lot of things are going to go through a player's mind right now. They want the moment, they want to be the player that brings their team back. He sets himself out on the centre. Really nice smooth effort, bit of a catapult shot, all over. So the ball comes back to the Fen Tigers. They've got a reload opportunity. He sets himself ready. He's not got time on his side. He sends the ball. Lois Turner gathers the ball and holds on to it. We're in the final 10 seconds of the game. We've got 8.2 seconds left on the game clock. Fen Tigers are down by 1 goal. They've got 1 final shot to send this game into overtime. Ball's in the hands of Zigertland. Rotation, trying to beat Lois Turner. They're unsuccessful by beating Lois Turner. The Northern All-Stars hold on to the ball to win the game. They've come from behind from 3 goals down to win by 1 goal. It was a huge effort in the second half by the Northern Allstars team, and they have taken that win. They will see Fenland Tigers in the final of the playoffs. So we've got the score of 8 goals to the Northern Allstars, 7 goals to the Fen Tigers. A really great exhibition game of goalball there. We've got the bronze medal game coming up against Fen Tigers. Fen Tigers will play the London Elephants later on in this hall.
I thought Fen were going to flip a lead there. 7-2 goals, but really close at the end. Just the ones that are just a little bit too quick for that's 7. Then the one that went